want to tell you that I stand a witness that everything is in perfect and divine order.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Untapped Healing, where we help you tap into your healing potential. In today's episode, we'll be diving deep on the super question. Is Nipsey Hussle's mother crazy or genius? Now, we seen her speak at BET. I'm talking specifically on the recent clip that she's dropped. And she's been speaking a lot of recent. We gotta listen to what she's saying. Is she crazy or is she genius? But before I even make any commentary, I want you guys to watch the clip that I'm talking about. Let's check her out.
I know that we are all divine creatures. We are all divinity within. We don't need to look to the sky for God. God is within. I have perfect peace. I am happy. I am complete. I am strong. And if I can feel this way, so can you. I want to tell you that I stand a witness that everything is in perfect and divine order. I want to encourage you to choose a vegan lifestyle. I want to encourage you to limit your use of alcoholic beverages and narcotic substances. I want to tell you that we come from royalty and regality. I want to tell you that we are very loving and kind and spiritual race of people.
And you see, students, don't fear. When you live your life and you have God on your side, when God dwells inside of you, there is no fear. Everything is in perfect order. Everything is in the divine, perfect order of our Creator. And we have perfect peace. I have perfect peace, and I have strength. And I want to lift you up. Please do not stay down. Do not stay stuck.
Many of them are stuck.
Do not mourn, because Nipsey is great.
He is the great.
He is the great. And now he is even greater.
Yes, he is.
Because he has no bounds and no limits. His energy is everywhere. He can touch. He's there with you now, and he's here with me now.
That's true. That's
and
true.
Please be encouraged. Please be encouraged. He was beautiful. He did not look scary. He did not look like he was shot. None of that. None of the trauma, the way that he left this earth, none of that showed on his face. He looked like a radiant, clean, beautiful
light being.
Yes. Nothing negative, nothing low. Everything light and bright and up in the heavens.
That's right.
Nipsey Hussle's mother's mind. She is a very unique, very special woman, and she brought on earth a soul that we all know and love. And her truths that she shares in this clip, you need to understand that she's speaking at a whole nother level. She's not speaking from the level that most people who operate on this planet conduct themselves from, she's speaking on a whole new level. Now, for you to understand where she's at, you must fully comprehend that these bodies are comprised of minerals and nutrients found on this earth. But then the energy, the spirit, the actual consciousness, the blob of energy that inhibits the vessel, that helps the cells move everywhere it has to go to, she's strictly speaking from that perspective. She's strictly speaking from, we aren't these physical formats forever. Because as we're comprised of all these minerals and nutrients, when it's time for our core essence to leave, this body goes into the ground. All the minerals and nutrients that our bodies are comprised of goes back into earth. Because we came from other places. We have to go to other places. Like Nipsey not being here with us on a physical format doesn't mean that he does not exist anymore. It simply means that he's not with us physically anymore. If you know how to communicate with spirit, then you could tune into a reality where you have conversations with Nipsey regularly. But if you are fixating on the reality that strictly has to do with these physical bodies, like we live in a materialist society and everyone wants to make everything physical. If you live in a reality where you are only this physical body, then you cannot understand what she's actually saying. And that's okay. In our lives, there are things that we are meant to understand, and there are things that maybe you're not ready to understand. But to understand that we are the energy that inhibits this body, just strictly take a step back and think about it from a point of the brain. Does the brain have consciousness in it? Could you put consciousness under a microscope? Could you put like how the brain actually functions under a microscope? If you can't see it, because that's what science does, you have to see it. It needs to be on an evidential level. You can't prove that consciousness is inside the brain. Some people believe that consciousness is inside the brain, even though there's no proof. That's a belief system. That's a religion. But then those that are in tune, my man Nikola Tesla breaks down our universe. If you want to think of our universe, you must think of it in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This is a genius of our time, super genius of our time. And he breaks it down that way. Why does he choose to break it down that way? Because he's amongst the class of beings. Nikola Tesla, super genius. Nipsey Hussle's mom, super genius. They're part of a class of beings that understand that we are the receivers. We are the humble receivers of consciousness. Like our brains, our energy is just inhibiting these vessels. And that's the reason why we function on a vibratory plane. To understand Nipsey Hussle's mom, you need to understand that we are the receivers. Our bodies are simply receivers. They are simply here for now. And when it's time to go, it's time for them to go. Nipsey Hussle's mom was it's her son. Her son got killed. And she was walking up to people saying, no, don't cry. It's okay. It's all right. If your son gets killed, are you walking up to people saying, it's all right? It's okay. Stop crying. Are you on that level yet? Are you receiving that energy? Are you fully, do you fully comprehend that we aren't these bodies? Because she fully comprehends that we aren't these bodies. And that's the reason why she's able to conduct herself that way. There is no sorrow. There is no fear. There is no loss. There is no death. There is no end. There is no beginnings. There is only now. And now is what you understand. And if you are in a reality that understands that we aren't just these physical formats, then you already know what Nipsey Hussle mom is. Comment below your theory of consciousness and where it stands. I know you can't see consciousness under a microscope or anything, but if you have a better idea of where it's at, feel free to share with us in the comment section below. In this channel, we really dive deep on topics that have to do with you becoming your greatest version, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything that just has to do with you evolving. And if you're interested in evolving, feel free to subscribe. If you're not interested in evolving, don't subscribe. It's okay. And thank you guys for sticking around for this long. I hope you guys understand now where Nipsey Hussle's mom stands. She's not crazy. She is a genius, but forget both of them. She's in tune. She's really in tune. Like, much love. She raised a real one. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Stay well.